A shattered wooden mast, the choking stench of gunpowder, and the heavy crimson tide washing onto these very sand dunes. Stick with me because you're going to want to hear the end of this one and you will want to share it. Right here where I'm standing on this quiet Southwold beach, the peace was shattered on the early morning of the 28th of May, 1672. The combined English and French fleets were anchored right out there in the sweeping waters of Solebay, completely caught off guard while their crews were casually taking on fresh water and enjoying themselves in the town's busy local taverns. Suddenly, the massive Dutch fleet loomed out of the thick morning mist, launching a devastating surprise attack that caught everyone completely unprepared. This wasn't just some minor coastal skirmish. It was one of the most ferocious, bloody naval battles in British history. And it unfolded violently right before the eyes of the terrified townsfolk who watched the carnage from the safety of these very cliffs. Imagine the utter horror of watching 74 English ships fight for survival against an unforgiving enemy right off this shore. The magnificent royal flagship, the Royal James, was quickly surrounded and viciously attacked by specialised Dutch fireships designed to spread destruction. It burst into an unstoppable, roaring inferno just out there on the water. The noble commander, the Earl of Sandwich, stubborn and proud, refused to abandon his post and perished horribly alongside hundreds of his loyal men. For hours, the relentless booming of over 6,000 cannons vibrated deeply through the very ground beneath my feet, violently shattering windows across the town and echoing for miles inland. The sheer scale of the carnage was so immense that for days afterward, the tide repeatedly washed shattered timber, broken rigging, and bloated bodies directly onto the sand where I am now. Weeks later, the badly burned body of the Earl of Sandwich was discovered floating far off the coast, recognizable only by the standard coat of arms still clinging to his uniform. The trauma of that day lingered for generations, as the sheer volume of wreckage and human loss permanently stained the memory of this coastline. The local fishermen couldn't cast their nets for weeks without dragging up remnants of the sunken fleet or the personal belongings of the sailors who lost their lives in the freezing water. And even today, when the winter storms kick up the seabed out in the bay, pieces of dark, ancient ship timbers still find their way onto these sand dunes, serving as a grim reminder of the morning the North Sea truly ran red with royal blood right here in Southwold. I shoot these videos for you to spread the awareness of my holiday business, Woodfarm Barns, by sharing historic stories of Suffolk. Some you might be aware of, some you might not, but I bet you can think of a few people that would like this one, so why not share it with them right now and subscribe to our channel for more content like it.